I prefer my coffee black, but that doesn't mean that I want it burnt. And that's what Starbucks tastes like. And I feel like that's the American palate. The American palate is I want the burnt coffee from Starbucks because I don't know any better.
That's why when you go to Starbucks and order black coffee, they look at you funny. They're like, no, all this should have a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah, and you're just like, no, I just want a black coffee.
Again, to use the American palate as the American culture, it's a Me Too culture. People, I think, go to Starbucks because they want everybody to know that it's the brand that everybody else is smoking, and it's expensive, like everything else, you know? And that's where that comes from. Whether it tastes like crap, they don't know, or they don't care, or they just think that they have to do that because everybody else is doing that. And that you can take that example and bring that to the cigar world. And Americans too.
Yep, they're sheep. They just want to follow. That's it. They're lemmings. Let me follow whatever the person in front of me is doing. I'm going to do the same thing because I don't want to be different anymore. And you know what?
Yeah.
I guess that's fine when you want to fit inside a social construct. Like, fine, whatever. But when I'm smoking cigars, like, I don't want that. I don't want that overly burnt cat's ass, tastes like fucking dirt flavor. I don't want a pepper bomb just because it's a pepper bomb. I want subtlety. Because I'm sitting here for what is usually an hour and a half to 2 hours enjoying something, and I want to enjoy it from the first light to the last puff. And for me to enjoy it, I need that complexity and that subtlety and that nuance that really brings other flavors out. It makes me think about what I'm smoking. And to me, that's what cigar smoking should be when you're by yourself. When you're with other people, it doesn't really matter because you're not really tasting it anyway, because it's all about the experience. It's very experiential. Right. But yeah, and I think Noel gets that, and I think he's going to have a very large impact when it's all said and done, when the dust settles, and he decides to hang it up. I think he's going to have a much larger impact in the industry than what I think most people would give him credit for right now.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You've said it like 100 times at least. You know, you have to burn to learn. You have to smoke stuff, and I really like, you know, what Noel Rojas has done with the Cigar Specialist kit. Yeah. I still need to find one because I do want to find one.
That was fascinating. I never knew he did that either, but that goes to show you how committed he is to educating the American palate.
Yeah. I think when a manufacturer comes out with something like that, that should be something that we as people who enjoy cigars, we should be jumping all over that. Like, let's learn something.